Countries in North America and in Western Europe are going through immigrational shakeups. They are reviewing their immigrational laws, and many Jamaicans are getting affected. And we're going to be looking at some of the ways in which these legislations are affecting Jamaicans and could have the possibility of affecting Jamaica as an island. Let's jump into the conversation.
The Jam Fam family. Jam Fam, come hang with me. Yeah.
Hello, Wagwan. Pick up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fam. On this video, we're going to be having a conversation about how these changes that we're seeing on our news feed and in the media about the different immigrational shakeups that are happening in these countries, how are they likely to impact on Jamaica as an island? In one of our recent videos, we mentioned Canada's recent U-turn in terms of their quota for highly skilled migrants, and that those numbers are significantly reduced. We've also mentioned about the European countries that are literally paying immigrants to leave their countries. And we've also talked about the UK revisiting their immigrational laws, which are affecting people being able to take their dependents there. Now, the way in which this affects them is that there's an income threshold that people need to reach in order for them to be able to take their spouse and also any dependents that they have. And many of the people who are going and picking up jobs on those work permits, the pay threshold that they're getting in those jobs isn't sufficient for them to then be able to meet the requirements. And so even if they're able to take their spouse with them, they are not also able to take their dependents. Both of them would have to then be set up and then go through the process of applying for their dependents afterwards, because not only is the pay amount that they're getting for the jobs that they're doing not enough to meet the threshold, they also have to factor in the cost of living and whether or not that can sustain more dependents. USA is also increasing their numbers of eviction in terms of the rules that they have recently made in their immigrational laws and the transformation that that is causing and how it's impacting other people. And in addition to that, now in Florida, they are considering tightening the process of sending remittances to countries where the families are dependent on these remittances in order for them to be able to survive. And these immigrational status demands that they want from the senders can have profound impact, not just on the individuals sending the money, but the people who are waiting to receive them. The Jamaican diaspora is a very large population, going into the millions. And so anything that happens in the diaspora have a way of impacting us here on the island just as much. And so we can be rest assured that there will definitely be some impact to Jamaica because of these things that are happening to the Jamaicans in the diaspora. And we're going to just have a look at a few of those, and we look forward to reading some of the ones that you think will be the ways in which Jamaica will be impacted by these changes and shifting that's happening in terms of global migration. Now, the first one is in terms of migration cost. At the moment, Jamaicans spend a significant amount of money in terms of migration each year to the US and to Canada and to the UK, but particularly to the US. And we can be rest assured that that amount of money that is being spent currently will continue to increase, because now the chances of getting those immigration documents are going to be that much more of a challenge. However, there are people who are going to continue to try and apply for them in the hope that they and their family can be able to migrate to the countries of their choosing. Staying on the issue of immigration cost, the second thing that is an area in which will be affected is in the fact that Jamaicans who are living abroad will be paying increasing amounts of money just to be able to resolve their immigrational status so that they fit into the new immigrational laws for those people who it will impact or affect. And immigration, both in terms of applying to leave your country to go to another country or making the necessary applications relevant to remain in the country that you've migrated to, are things that cost a lot of money, from legal fees and also the fees that you pay to the immigration bodies. And we know that this is simply another way in which people who are migrating to other countries are exploited in terms of the exorbitant fees that are needed to be paid. And it's another revenue making venture or scheme put on by these countries, which again exploits people who sees migrating as their means of supporting their family and escaping the poverty that they have been born into or that they grew up in, or that at this current moment in time their families are experiencing. The fact is, for many, migrating is a way to be able to escape their socioeconomic depravity that they're going through in their countries, their home countries. And therefore, more and more people are going to still make the decision to go when the opportunities arise. And with this happening, it is going to cause an increase in spouses and dependent children who are going to be left behind in a similar pattern like it was done in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. And even in some scenarios in the 2000s. And this gives rise to more barrel children. These are children who miss out on the emotional nurturing from one or both of their parents. And this is because parents are making the decision wherein they are seeking out the economical well-being of their family, and at a price oftentimes that sacrifices the socio-emotional development of the children that need to benefit from this economic boom that their family need in order to pay for their everyday living and to educate them and give them a good footing in life. Now, fourthly, we could also see a possible increase in voluntary and involuntary repatriation of Jamaicans to Jamaica, simply because they are looking for a place where they can be feeling confident and safe, that they are not at risk of fear that they will be evicted from a country for whatever way, shape or form that the immigration system there sees fit to be able to expel them from the countries. And so people will make more of a decision to voluntarily return, with those who are also being involuntarily sent back to their countries. And at number 5 is a possible decrease in remittances to families in Jamaica who rely on it for their survival. Because if families in the US, for example, need to send money and they do not have the relevant documentations to send, and that suggestion is made a law, then it will pose a difficulty for people to be able to send remittance to their family. And this will also impact on Jamaica's foreign exchange reserve and could have an impact on the value of the Jamaican dollar as well. Number 3, 4, and 5 brings us to focusing on number 6, because the number 6 reason here, or way in which it can be impacted, is some of the socio-economic challenges that the country will face as a result of these factors that are mentioned here. And as a country, the individuals in the country as well as departments need to be mindful of how they are going to be making sure that these things aren't having a detrimental impact on all of the development that Jamaica has managed to have over the last 20 years. But looking at how the country and individuals can rally together to ensure that Jamaica's growth will continue and that this will not have a detrimental effect. If we think about number 4, where people might be choosing to come back home or they are being evicted home, then it brings us to number 7, because not all of these things have negative outcomes. It could see an increase in businesses and developments where Jamaicans decide that they're going to return and that they're going to use their skills and their experiences to contribute to the building of Jamaica, which would be significantly beneficial to the build out of the economy of the country as it continues on its upward trajectory. We are living in perilous and challenging times where lots of changes are happening on the global migration scale. And it is for us as a people and as a nation to see how we can get out ahead of this and how we can use it as a positive thrust and opportunity for us to build ourselves up as well as our people up, and how we can use it as an opportunity to grow, to thrive, and to succeed. Following on from our previous video about grocery shopping in Jamaica, we wanted to give you a showcase of what it typically costs us to shop. And we shop for a fortnight, and then we also shop some of our things in bulk so that we have them to last us for a period of time. And so we are showing you a synopsis of what it is that we buy and how much it cost us in the end. If you are interested in watching the full video, then you can go over to Life with Eliona, because she has shown all of the things that we've bought and the cost at the end of it. So go over there, have a look, and that will give you an idea as to how much it might cost you to shop for a family of 4 for a week, and work out from that how that compares to where you are currently and where you're shopping. Remember, it's just our scenario, and different people might have different costs based on what things they produce for themselves and also their dietary requirements. So keep that in mind. However, it would be a good look if you want to have an idea about it in more detail. Here is the summary for you. We came home from the supermarket. These are our bags. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's another one over in the corner. So it's 6 bags altogether. And we're going to just unpack them and show you some of the things that are in them. And then we'll give you a grand total of how much it cost us. This is because of the fact that we have had quite a few questions about grocery and the cost of it here in Jamaica. And so we're just giving you another shopping haul so you can get an idea of what it is we buy and how much it cost us. And this is in conjunction with the fact that we've shown you a video of what the prices of things are in the supermarket in Jamaica for some of the general basic things, that you could get an idea as to how much it would cost you if you were here in Jamaica and doing your shopping. So you can plan that into your budget when you are making your move to come to Jamaica. So we're going to start with the freezer bag, because
they're now expired.
Because we've been we came home and did some other stuff, and now we need to make sure we get them into the fridge quickly. I need to see the cost of the big bag of fries that we got as well, just so we know what it is.
So this is the fridge bag.
The fries, we decided we're going to trial buying the big bag. Now we trialed buying the big bag of mixed vegetable.
I think it was more cost efficient to just buy the big bag.
You think so? I think so too. I think it will be more cost efficient, because this big bag costs us
$1,220.
and I think that's before taxes added onto it. It wasn't priced in the fridge, so we had to find out at the till. And if you were to buy, the smaller packs, it does add up. So I think it works out more economical buying this. So we'll just show you some of the other things once we empty those bags. That's the big bag of mixed vegetable that we bought previously. And so far it's served us quite well. So I think that it was, as Eliona said, it was a more economical choice to make. And then Eliona is doing her egg pack out. So this is her stacking them out. And then once we finish that, we'll move on. We'll move on to another bag.
So this is the next 1.5 bag. So we have a smaller bag, so we just packed it up with this bunch. We don't always buy Sprite, but normally we buy the big jug of orange juice, but because I bought the box, I decided I can buy the bottle of Sprite, and then when I'm drinking it, I can mix them. So it's like I'm having the jug. Then I can have more orange juice at there.
We do buy the Surge sometimes, and whatever brand is available, but we do prefer the taste of the Nutri Plus.
I don't mind either or, just the Nutri Plus is healthy.
I prefer the taste of it.
The second to last bag includes 2 sliced natural brand heritage bread, and 2 packs of the special apple snickers, burger bread, chocolate chip cookie pack, yummy bun, which is the only good bun, the Cheerios, and then again, that's my cereal combination. And I normally eat some granola with the yogurt.
Okay.
So this is the last bag, also known as my favorite bag, also known as the bag that literally like drained all of the money. Well, not completely, but like it was the main. It was like the once bag. Like nothing on here was on the list.
We had snack on the list.
So as you can tell, it's nearly taller than me.
Give the grand total.
$38,000.
Yeah, we just got back a little bit of change.
The main cost of the day.
Yeah, you bought some hair stuff.
I had to restock on my hair supplies, so that was like $2,540, and then the fare to come home.
So that's pretty much it. And of course, you can see that some of the things we bought were bulk stuff. So for example, where we bought the big bag of fries and where we bought the big bottle of oil.
As you can see, my mother is criticizing me of buying enough things, yet she buy that whole bag of peanuts that she bought last time, and there's probably more in there.
It's almost finished. I think there's 3 left up there. So we buy the big bottle of chocolate that's going to last Eliona quite a while, and the big bottle of oil.
I don't drink hot chocolate that frequently.
And the big bottle of oil is going to last us for a long time as well, and some of the other bulk things, and also the ice cream. We haven't bought a big tub of ice cream in a little while, so we wanted to compare the price of that and the price of buying a box, because they have the box in different sizes. So we wanted to compare the price one last time before we commit to the box. So those are some of the things that pushed the price up. So that's pretty much the summary of it. So typically, that's how we spend our shopping. Hopefully, we've been able to answer the question on the cost for your shopping and how that would cost you here in Jamaica.
And if you have any more video wants, just
requests,
comment it down below and we will try to complete.
Definitely, we will try and do that. Hopefully, you've found the one on the furniture and other appliances and their price in Jamaica to be good. Hopefully, the other one that we give for the supermarket with the prices for the different things, hopefully you found that useful as well. And we will continue to make sure that we keep you updated. Oh, the eggs. The eggs were $600 for the dozen for the eggs. So we didn't have any of them in the previous shop that we showed you for what the things cost for you to look at to see how you would be able to afford to feed your family in Jamaica.
And if you haven't seen the live, go there now. And we noticed that only about 16 or 20% of you are subscribed. Like, what are you waiting for? Go on and subscribe. I am going to give you 5 seconds and you better be subscribed. Because why wouldn't you want to be subscribed?
If you feel that our content is beneficial to you and you want to subscribe, we welcome you to the Jam Fam tribe.
The Jam Fam family. Where living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. The Jam Fam family. We're living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
We look forward to hearing some of your views in the comments section, and we thank you so much for staying with us here and for contributing to the conversation in the comments section.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye for
Bye
now.
for now.